What's up, a Cinema Shogun here, and I have a little warning for everyone that is watching the Johnny Depp trial. Even if you're someone that knows every single small little detail that has come out about this case so far, even if you're someone that has literally been paying attention to the situation for years, I think we all need to prepare ourselves for some brand spanking new, most likely disturbing, possibly triggering, and almost 100% positively fake allegations that are going to come out about Johnny Depp in the days to come. If today was any indicator of what to expect from this trial moving forward, then you can expect AH and her team to get so desperate that they just start coming up with new allegations about Johnny Depp just off the top of the head in order to smear his name as much as possible. To fully understand what is going on here, you have to really be watching the trial every day. And if you're watching the trial every day, then you know that this trial has moved so far away from what this lawsuit is actually about. This lawsuit is supposed to be about this article that was written about Johnny Depp and how this article damaged his career. Yet this trial has just been going in all types of directions. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm here for it. I'm enjoying it. But it shows you that this trial isn't really about the defamation. It's really about clearing Johnny's name. It's about giving Johnny the chance to tell his story and to clear his name from all of these fake allegations that have been made about him, to show the world that he's not the monster, to show the world that AH is the monster that she claimed Johnny to be. And on the other hand, it's evolved from AH defending herself to now it's basically like they're just trying to reclaim whatever type of name the MeToo movement used to have. They're trying to reclaim the legitimacy of the MeToo movement because AH's team is no longer really defending the fact that, the little article didn't hurt Johnny's career. They've admitted that these allegations that were made about Johnny hurt his career. In fact, they even pointed it out, but they're just trying to say their basic argument is, there's other things that hurt Johnny's career as well. Not just the allegations, not just the Washington Ed or the Washington Post op-ed. There's all types of other articles that hurt his career too. So they basically already admitted that, this hurt Johnny's career. And when they admitted that, they basically lost the case in my eyes. Now, of course, the jury may think differently. And maybe what they're counting on here is we're just going to come up with whatever fake allegations that we can about Johnny Depp to try to make the jury sympathize with AH. But really, I think it's so far beyond that. I think this whole trial, it's not about the jury anymore. I don't think Johnny really even cares if he wins. Johnny did what he came to do. And now AH, instead of really trying to win this case, what they're going to do is just try to smear Johnny in any chance that they get, in any way possible. And today is a perfect example of that. Today, they accuse Johnny of doing all types of horrible sexual things to AH. And I want you all to understand the reason I even made this video with this warning is because these are new allegations. These are brand spanking new allegations that he's so-called I can't even really describe it here on YouTube because that would be against YouTube's policies, but he assaulted her with his fingers and moved her around while his fingers were inside of her, assaulted her with a bottle, by sticking it inside of her, all types of crazy, horrible allegations. But this whole situation, it's been going on for almost a decade now. Where were these allegations then? They're just going to start coming up with all types of new stuff. And they kind of warned that they were going to do that they were going to unleash all this new evidence to show how bad Johnny was. They basically said that yesterday. And now today they come out with all of these new allegations about Johnny. And you bet your ass there's going to be more in the days moving forward because now we're working with AH's witnesses. And unlike Johnny Depp's witnesses, AH's witnesses are all going to be so-called experts that AH talked to, that Amber talked to about these situations. They're not going to be people who were there, not going to be people who were actually involved in their relationship or, anyone that was actually around them, because everyone that was around them admitted they didn't see any injuries on Amber, and they all basically hate her, and they're all on Johnny's side. So AH is just going to call all of these random therapists, all of these random people that she so-called spoke to about what Johnny did to her, and they all have a personal bias against Johnny and against men in general. The woman who was on the stand today literally doesn't think that men can be victims. She's one of these radicalized feminists that thinks that even when men are victims of situations like this, that really the men are still to blame, because men are always to blame. So that's basically the mentality that she has, and she's just going to come forward with all of these allegations that are made about Johnny Depp that she wasn't there, that she didn't see. It's just stuff that AH supposedly told her and decided that she was going to keep confidential until now, because now she realizes that the only thing she could do is try to make Johnny Depp look as bad as she possibly can before this trial is over, because that's what this trial is about now. That's exactly what this trial is about now. On one hand, Johnny cares about this situation because he wants to clear his name. Johnny cares about the situation because he wants the real truth to get out there. Johnny cares about the situation because he wants to show that men can be victims too. Whereas AH, there's a lot riding on her side. It's not just about AH and her image. I don't think anyone cares about AH's image anymore. Now they're caring about the image of the MeToo movement. They're trying to restore the legitimacy of the MeToo movement through this case, because this case was supposed to be the big case within the MeToo movement. Johnny was supposed to be the face of men who do horrible things to women, and AH was going to be the face of women who've had horrible things done to them. And they know that this case has totally destroyed the MeToo movement, so now they're just going to try to reclaim whatever face they can here, because they look terrible. It's no longer about AH and proving that AH's little article didn't hurt Johnny. No, now they're just going to try to smear Johnny, throw whatever dirt they can on him, and like I said, try to restore whatever, good faith or whatever cool points they can get back to the MeToo movement. That's all this is about. That's why you see the media working with AH. That's why you see all these corporations. They're all on AH's side. YouTube, I can't even say her name. I have to call her AH. And even when I make these videos, I'm making this video on Tuesday. I'll be lucky if you see this video on Wednesday, maybe Thursday, because I'll have to put this through all type of loopholes and reviews just to get this video out there, because they're protecting her. And by protecting her, they're trying to protect the Me Too movement. And they know that this dealt the death blow, the most devastating blow to that movement that could have possibly been dealt. And Johnny Depp has come out in this case victorious so far. He's looking good. All of the witnesses are on his side. So now AH is going to come forward. We're going to hear a boohoo story from her, and we're going to see a bunch of witnesses that shouldn't even be called witnesses, because they're not even going to be people that are there. They're not even going to be people that were there. They're just going to be people that basically heard things from AH. It's basically he said, she said. There's no physical signs that any of this stuff happened to her. There's no medical records to show that any of this stuff happened to her. And in fact, there's medical records to show that nothing happened to her. So she doesn't really have a witness to call. She's just going to call all of these random crazy weirdos that are all part of the same movement, that are going to come up here and try to say all of this word salad in order to convince small-minded people that, oh, Amber is really the victim. But in reality, she's not. And I feel like it's totally, it just goes to show how desperate they're getting. And I've been saying that for days now. But when you get to the point that you're coming up with new allegations, this case is almost a decade old. New allegations? What? So you just decided that in the last trial over in the UK, you didn't want to bring this up, but now you're going to bring it up over here? It makes no sense, y'all. Enough time has passed. Best believe, if AH really wanted to accuse Johnny of this stuff back then she would have. We know that. AH wasn't trying to hide anything. AH just went home and was like, you know what? I got to come up with new allegations. My last ones weren't bad enough. My last ones were already proven to be false. So now I have to come up with a new batch of allegations that people can't technically prove is false right now, even though I think we have enough proof to show that she lies about everything and her dates don't add up and there wasn't any physical signs of any harm done to her. So she's basically coming up with new allegations on the fly. Who knows? Who knows what she'll say next? But I just want all of you all to prepare for that. And that's why I said, it doesn't, even if you're someone that's been paying attention to this, you don't know what's coming forward. Okay, in the days to come, they're going to unleash a bunch of random stuff. It's no longer about proving that this article didn't hurt Johnny. It's about trying to make Johnny look as bad as they possibly can. And, you know, it's going to work on some people. Some people are going to hear these allegations. They're going to be like, oh, well, I guess Johnny was bad. And they're just going to believe it. They're going to take it for what it is. And, you know, a lot of people that's just how they are. But if you're paying attention, then you already know the deal. You know Johnny's innocent. You know AH is a complete imbecile. And you know that she's just a desperate... I can't even say what I want to say now. You know what? Before I get kicked off of YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and call it into this video. But I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you on the next video.